Yeah. Okay, we're live. We're testing the water still, folks. This is a week of tweaking, folks. That's what we're doing. Because we're in a new studio. There's new Wi-Fi. This building has been here for quite a while, and they've remodeled it. It looks beautiful, ladies and gentlemen. We are coming at you live, and we want to thank you for joining us. And we're live from inside the beautiful Society 204 Professional Co-working Community office building here in Edinburgh, Texas. And shout out to Renee and Nick. And by the way,
yes,
I also want to thank Dr. T's Primary Care for Men and Women. With everything that's going on right now, ladies and gentlemen, it's very important that you keep your immune system solid. And Dr. T's Primary Care is now also Dr. T's Primary Care for Men and Women. You can trust Dr. T's Primary Care with helping you to get back to feeling healthy so you can start enjoying your life again. Ask them about the Sermorelin Pro Peptides. It's just amazing. It's a fountain of youth. También pregúnteles por el testosterone, guys. You know, once we pass a certain age, ya no tenemos el testosterone, and, you know, we start feeling sluggish and slow, and it's harder for us to see, you know, any type of results in the gym. If you go on a testosterone therapy, I mean, let me tell you, and if you do, it's good to do it with Dr. T's because they'll keep an eye on everything, your levels, all that. They do blood work every 3 months. Make sure you're at a therapeutic level and not overdoing it because it could be dangerous. I know some people that are doing it out, you know, on their own. It's a lot better if you do it under a physician's care. And Dr. T's Primary Care, they're the ones that can do it for you. And they're for men and women. Yeah. Mandé la jefita para allá y pues ya sabes, she started feeling awesome right away. She's 72, man, so it's a good thing to do. And, of course, my mom went because, you know, with this COVID and all that stuff, I want her to be as healthy as possible and her immune system to be top-notch, all right? So thank you so much. Also want to thank the law office of Rene A. Flores, ladies and gentlemen. Hashtag DWI expert. You need to go by, talk to him, and if you're involved in any type of, you know, DWI or any type of legal issues in Mission, Texas, you can give them a call, and they will contact you, or you can contact them, and then they'll take over your case and they'll help you out. So make sure, ya sabes, porque estos weekends comienzan a porear y todo esto, lo otro, ¿entiendes? Y te paran, y pues ya sabes que el DWI expert, they don't call him a DWI. He's the only one they call a DWI expert that I know of.
Because he's a scientist.
Yeah.
He's a scientist.
He's gone to the, you know, clinics and seminars, and he's gone to school as well, even in Chicago, and learned all about the effects of, you know, alcohol on the body and mind and all that. So make sure to give him a call. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I want to introduce my lovely wife.
Hi.
And she is here tonight, producer.
Yes, thank you. Thank you guys for joining us.
Usually on Wednesdays, we do Rock and CHAZ. We probably have CHAZ next week. Hopefully, we'll talk to him, see what his schedule looks like. But tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we have another sponsor just jumped on board, hashtag PVT. And he's from right here in the city of Edinburgh. We got Brotherhood. Joe, out to see at Joe's Master Show. What's going on, Brotherhood?
Hey, brother, man. I appreciate you inviting me to your show, brother. I understand I'm the first guy on the first show here in your new studio.
Well,
appreciate that.
You sure are. You're the first guy sitting in the royal chair.
Machete, Brotherhood.
Shut up. You know what Joe was telling me, babe?
What?
Is that this building used to be a J.C. Penney's.
Yes, I told you that.
You told me that?
Yeah. As you walk out, they Nick was saying that they had left the little tiles, like they had.
Oh yeah.
They had some little tiles, and it spells out J.C.
I'm never paying attention, dude.
Never.
You know what I mean? I got too much shit on my head, bro.
Yeah, they shut it down.
I'm thinking all kinds of stuff. My wife, she starts talking. Es que I'm ADHD, carnal.
Órale.
Me dice mi wife que I'm ADHD, esto, lo otro, ¿me entiendes? Because, you know, and she starts telling me a story. Llega de la casa del jale, ¿me entiendes?
Yeah.
Y comienza, no, you know what happened today? You know, at 8 o'clock I got to work and all that.
Oh, my goodness.
Le dije, well, you better get to 5 o'clock fast because by the time you get to lunch, I'm gone somewhere else. And let me tell you, carnal, there is, during the conversation that she's telling me the story, she has to tell me, like, are you listening to me? like 4 times, bro.
And I asked, what did I say?
Pinche pop quiz de volada, carnal, hombre. Forget about it.
Which you royally fail all the time.
Yeah, no. So sometimes I'm like, I key in on keywords, you know what I mean? You have to be some, so you got to try to fix it out. Man, let me tell you, it's a pleasure to have you here, Joe, man. We've known each other for quite a long time, man. And Joe's Master Service there in Edinburgh on, is it Klosner, I think it's called? I'm still learning the streets around here, right?
Klosner, yes, sir.
Which is actually Business 281, man. How long have you been there, bro?
Brother, we've been there for 57 years. My pop opened it in the 60s. In fact, you know what? We're the only shops there on Klosner from the 60s that's still operating.
It's crazy.
Yeah, man. We've been there a long time. That's home. That's my home.
Yeah. I hear some volume. Is there some volume? Is it your phone? Oh, can you lower it down? Yeah, because we have Joe's 45 came along too, man. 45.
Yeah.
Es la designated driver. Yo creo. Nomás que no quiere salir in camera. Thank you for coming by, Pro. Why don't you go on the mic and say hi to everybody at least, you know?
Hi. Say hi.
Hi. Thanks for having us here.
She's a little
See?
Just to back
shy.
up.
She's so shy, Joe.
Timbre, nombre, claro.
You guys, I mean, I was freaking out. You guys, 37 years you guys are
Yeah,
together,
brother.
man?
She's my first girlfriend and my wife for 30. You know, I must say, bro, this is woman here's a keeper, brother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Aw,
Yeah,
that's
bro.
sweet.
Yeah, oye, bro,
Me cuida. Quiero que sepas que me cuida.
Well, you better say that in front of a worldwide audience, bro.
Well, it's the
because,
truth, brother. It's the honest truth.
Es todo,
Yeah,
carnal,
yeah,
es todo.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, and so your dad opened up the shop. What year was that, man?
It was in between 63 and 64. The year 64 is the year I was born. So I know exactly how many years we've been there. He opened it. It was a Texaco station. But you know what? My father, you know, in front of the Echo Hotel.
Sí.
There
was a gas station there, too, in the
station
corner.
there, right there. It was
Sí.
called Echo's Texaco, right? That was my tío Mike's, Raúl Hinojosa.
Órale.
So my dad was working for him, you know, and back in 63 or 62, somewhere
Mueve el
around
mic
there.
un poquito and talking to the mic, Joe. Así para que te oigas más de acá. You
All
can
right.
just grab,
There you
grab,
go.
grab a, there you go. There you go, because you sound kind of far. There you go.
Is that about good? Better?
Ándale, Ladies and gentlemen, like we said, we're tweaking this week, and we're figuring it out. So then, Mike, your uncle, you
My
said?
uncle Mike had that shop there in.
Y ahí trabajaba tu jefe.
trabajé mefito con él. So then the shop over here in Edinburgh, North Klosner, 501 North Klosner, was offered to him.
Sí.
And he jumped on it and and you know what? My dad is still with me every day,
Yeah, I
brother.
said, bro, he's on that video we took, man, at the end. I mean, you go by Joe's Master Service, you're going to see his dad hanging out there and even doing a little bit of work, and keeping busy. Man, that's what keeps him alive,
That's
bro.
right. That's
Getting
right.
up and having a purpose to get up and do stuff, And, it's crazy because, you've been there so long and your dad's still there and you're still there. And you went to school here in Edinburgh then?
Yeah, I was went in the North Bobcats. I think we were the last Edinburgh Bobcat before they started moving all these schools, and now we got a lot of high schools around the area. But I think we were the last class of the single Edinburgh Bobcats.
Yeah.
Y luego ya cambió todo.
¿Y qué año graduaste, bro?
Bro, no gradué, brother.
No.
I should have graduated in 82, pero
Okay.
pues, we me casé.
See?
Y
So you and Pearl got married real young?
we were 19 years old.
Oh, well, that's
Yeah,
not
we were
young.
19 years old. I
Pues
think.
ya deberías estar salido de la escuela, ¿no?
Sí.
Oh,
Well,
sí.
I dropped out probably that senior year.
Uh-huh.
And sonso, anyways,
pues you-
estaban empelotados, brother.
Well, that doesn't mean you're not going to succeed, bro.
Right.
You're not going to do what you love to do the rest of your life,
Right.
If you have work ethic, it was apparently you got it from your dad because your dad was, and what's interesting is, you were talking about the old Texaco gas stations and all that. A lot of people might not realize that gas stations have changed tremendously, man. It used to be full service back in the
Right.
day. You'd go down to like Joe's Master Service. That was when it was a Texaco. You'd park the car. You'd have the attendant come out and he'd check your oil, check your tire air, and it will also put the gas and wipe your window.
Yeah.
I mean, it was full service. Whatever happened to that, bro?
The convenience of the paying on the pumps. People drive up, put a credit card on the pump, and roll. That's what got rid of the full service
Well,
stations.
dude, I never do that. I walk into the damn store and pay. I don't trust those gas pumps, you know.
Really?
Yeah, because you put, and sometimes you'll put like $20 and it'll pull out 80,
Yeah.
and then you don't know if you get it back. And
Yeah.
and then sometimes they have this tranza, bro, where they put something inside where you stick the card in,
Yeah.
and it copies the card, and
And
then
then
they
pop.
go and bring out the little thing, and then they start opening accounts or just taking money at stores.
Yep,
So
yep.
they say that it's preferably if you have a card to go into the store and use your card inside and pay for the gas, or just, you know, say, hey, I want $50 of gas, give them the gas and the card, and they take it and they give you a receipt, you go on. But they say it's kind of dangerous. Even at ATMs, it's kind of dangerous to put your card in there, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, because they have these things, dude. I remember they made a bust in McAllen at a hotel, and they had this like this máquina, and they had chingos of cards, bro.
Wow.
So they were making cards, dude, and they were getting the numbers and making the cards, and boom.
Y ponle.
Yeah, bro.
Wow.
So,
Crazy.
But you know what? You go by Joe's Master Service. They got full service there, man. You'll check their, you know, if you're gonna go on a trip,
That's right.
or something, it's always, because you know what? Ever since they stopped doing that, you know, people don't really pay attention to their cars, bro. They can, you know, they can go around driving around with you know, a couple of tires that are low. And back in that day when your jefito was running the show, man, you know, at those you know, gas stations, te checaban todo, no, carnal?
Yeah, we used to check everything. I remember I was one of the attendants. We had that little bell, ding, ding. Orale, let's go. We got a customer out there. We need to take care of the gas, and we clean the shields and do all that stuff, you know. But now it's all gone now. Now it's the automotive repair and maintenance that we mostly do there at the shop.
Was it always Joe's Master Service, or was it another name before that?
No, before it was Joe's Texaco.
Oh, Joe's Texaco.
Joe's Texaco. You remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. But since we got rid of, well, what happened, Texaco left the valley. It was bought out by Chevron, and they moved out. And we had to change our name because we no longer provided the Texaco products.
Yeah.
We no longer provided the Texaco products, so we needed to change our name. So I think at that time we've been in business for about 25 years, so we consider ourselves as a master.
Right.
You know, for being in business so long, so we just changed it to Joe's Master Service Center. Y vámonos.
Somebody was talking to me about that master, man. Bobby Cantu. You know Bobby Cantu? He used to work at right here in the corner at Expert Tire, I think it was called, or what was the name of that little tire place right here?
See, Expert Tire, yeah.
Yeah.
Get a Firestone, get a Firestone.
Yeah, or something like that. And he worked there, and he had mentioned something that he had, you know, something about a card or something that said master something, and that you kind of like just like fed off of that, and
right?
Kind of like, is that what happened? Is there any truth to that? Or?
No, what the way that came out, we were changing our sign in front of the building, and you know, and the guy says, "Hey man, you know, you've been in business this long. Why don't you just put master under Joe's?"
Okay.
And I went, you know what, that's a good idea. And he brought me, you know, the way that we was gonna look, you know, on paper and stuff. Yeah, man, we did it. We signed off on it. Dale, con eso actually happened when we named it Joe's Master.
¿Y qué año fue ese, bro?
That had to.
Oh, you said 20 years, so 75, 76?
Around that era. No, I think it was probably in the 80s, Bradita, when Texaco left
Sí.
the valley.
Cuando estabas haciendo el morning show con Gary Rodríguez allá en el en el B104.
And el B104, I was.
Yeah, it was at Joe's Texaco.
It was Joe's Texaco.
It was Joe's Texaco, bro. I remember because I was going to school, junior high, dude, and we'd be hearing that station on the way to school, and we'd be hearing you on the radio.
Oh, wow.
Like every freaking day.
We were doing live spots every morning at 7:40. By time, I was there every morning doing a live spot every morning. I think we did it for about 7 years, 8 years, every day.
Y en ese tiempo no había Zoom o nada de ese pedo, no, con teléfonos o nada. You had to be at the studio, dude. 7:30 in the morning, bro. Yeah. Y el Gary, ¿cómo se portaba el Gary, bro? Gary Rodríguez.
You know, I really appreciate Gary. He really opened a door for us in advertising, you know, how to advertise. Conmigo todo el tiempo, Gary se ha portado muy bien. I have a lot of respect for the guy.
Yeah, man. Pues, I mean, as far as the branding was concerned, man, I mean, your name became a household name back in the 80s, man.
Back in the
Porque cada
80s.
prendía cerrado todas las mañanas, estabas ahí con el Mad Mexican.
Estaba con que era el Bolío González.
También Bolío entró después del Mad Mexican. ¿Tú también estás ahí cuando estaba el Mad Mexican?
Cuando estaba saliendo el Mad Mexican es cuando apenas entramos a hacer el commercial. So I kind of didn't mix up real much porque ya estaba out. He was out and I was barely coming in the doors.
Y el Bo Leo se salió de ahí, se fue pa Tejano, bro.
Pa Tejano.
And he's like, he made a big living off of the Tejano music scene in the 90s, bro.
Right. Y lo salió Rio and Reyes in the morning.
Rio and
So
Reyes,
we
bro.
did Rio Reyes, and I think I did some stuff with AC Cruz también.
Sí, el AC.
Con el ¿Qué pasa? I think we did with
99.
some, the 99, yeah, we did some with him, and I think we might have done something with you, pero ya hace muchos años, no me acuerdo, brother.
Yeah, so you always had that mentality that you've got to keep the name, exposed to the audiences and to the mass audiences through any type of platform. And that back then it was just radio and TV and stuff like that.
Yeah,
we didn't have none of that social media stuff and all that. But pero man, me recuerdo, bro, Joe's Master Service. Wow.
Yeah, I remember. Well, you know what where the advertising campaign was? That was my pop. Because my pop would say, in 2 weeks, everybody forgets about you. So you need to go advertise and make reminding you're still here.
Fíjate.
And I went like, okay, whatever. But in all reality, if you're not in front of the people and you're not advertising, well, they forget about you, brother.
Yeah.
And
it helped you expand because I've been I go to Port Isabel and I see Joe's Master Service there where you were there at one time. So how many did you try to franchise it out in the valley? Or
we tried to franchise in the valley. We opened in Port Isabel. I think we were there for about 10 years. And then an opportunity came in Harlingen, and I think we're there another 10 years. I think so. So
and how were you handling those 3 shops at the same time, just being on your own? You had your crews over there?
I had a crew in each shop, a manager and mechanics in each shop, and I would run the shops. I would run to every shop every day, 2-3 times a day, because I just wanted to make sure they were rolling like the Edinburgh store.
Sí.
It was rolling. So my brother and my dad were in the Edinburgh store, so I didn't have to worry about that one. I just had to make sure these other ones were doing the same type of service and repairs and stuff like that, the way we do things,
Did it get a little hectic for you because they're no longer open, ¿verdad?
No. It got pretty.
I could imagine.
Pretty
bro.
tough. Yeah. Yep.
Because you, it's interesting when you see a mom and pop that's been around for 50-something years, and with all this competition, corporate competition, the Pep Boys and Goodyear and Firestone, all these people. And you've been able to survive, dude. That's pretty interesting, bro. And I think a lot has to do with your advertising,
Yep, 100%,
man.
Yeah. When Corona hit, things got real tough, And so what I did, I poured on the advertising. So I started advertising more. It was less business, but I was advertising more because a lot of people were at home.
Yeah.
They weren't finding television sets now or on their devices. So I started advertising with a certain company and put in more airtime, more not doing TV commercials. And man, Charlie, that was a great idea.
You adjusted, and
I adjusted it the way that we were seeing things changing because nobody knew how to work COVID. Nobody knew what was going on.
And still, everybody's all confused with that stuff, bro. Do masks work? Do they not work? Is a vaccine good? Is a vaccine not good? I mean, everybody's very confused because everybody's throwing out information and then they politicize it. And, the one side doesn't want the other side to look good. So, and the other side doesn't want the other side to look good because they want people to, and so they start throwing fear into people and all that. And it's kind of crazy, man, right now what's going on, man. It's really the politicization.
It's crazy.
And then the news media, the way it's all intertwined. And now social media también. Like they just like YouTube they just banned Rand Paul, a sitting senator, dude.
Wow.
They banned him for like 2 weeks. He can't upload anything on YouTube because he said something that, goes against her or whatever. Then another politician, a Republican politician from Georgia, also got from Twitter. So they're banning all these people that are like politicians that are elected by the people. And I would assume that their constituents would want to hear from them and what they have to say on those platforms. But you know what? Those tech oligarchs, they just like, no, you can't talk to your constituents on our platform. So it's getting pretty crazy, man. I don't know what's going on. When you go, at Joe's Master, bro, what's the most common, thing that people go to your shop for?
Service.
With the common service that we do, most of them, I can say we do a lot of oil changes, and we do a lot of brake work, and a lot of alignments. We've been doing alignments for years. We got the system down, and they're in and out. But they do come in there, and I do a lot of engine diagnostic.
¿Qué es eso, bro?
So, like, for example, when your lights are coming out on the dash, ABS light, your check engine light.
My ABS light's been going on for about 20 years already.
It's been on
okay,
for
okay,
like 2 years.
Well, I like that, brother.
If you take it off, I'm not gonna feel good, dude. Like something's wrong, man. There ain't no engine light on, man. What's going on? Something's wrong.
I'm not used to that. That's funny.
What is automatic brakes? You see, I don't know much about cars. My wife, she makes fun of me, dude, because I don't, I'm not really mechanically inclined, dude.
Right,
you know
right.
what I'm saying? I know, even check it. Y ahora los carros te dicen si necesitas aire, si necesitas todo ese vale, you know what I'm saying? But ABS, what does that mean?
That's your anti-brake system, anti-lock brake system.
What the hell does that do?
For example, if you hit, you hit water at a high speed and it won't hydroplane.
Órale.
You know what I'm saying? The computer will control the car with that hydroplane, and it'll start locking tires and closing it. Or when you have to stop real quick, like super quick, it won't skid. It will stop.
Órale.
But if you don't have the anti-brake, you go sideways and get out of control. And that's why it's to avoid you get out of control.
And so if the light's on, that means they're not working, or it means they're on?
When the light goes on, that means the system shuts down because a wheel sensor is not working properly, or even the module stop working. Yeah. So it turns on the light to let you know, hey, something's going on here.
Yeah.
Get it to Joe's.
Yeah. And the engine light, it pops up. And nowadays, like, my wife's got a BMW, and there's like lights everywhere, bro. She'll go like that, and the radio will lower down.
Wow.
Where do you see, has it gotten harder to service cars as the years have passed? Because a lot of people compare like to the old 70s and 80s cars. They are so much easier to fix than the new ones, man.
Yeah.
You constantly have to be upgrading your education as far as what's going on with the cars. And the cars nowadays, man, they do everything, bro.
They're nonstop education, brother. And the equipment, every year we're updating diagnostic equipment to communicate with these cars. Like, for example, your wife's, a BMW, Mercedes?
BMW.
BMW, that thing has like 25 computers in it.
Yeah.
So, all those computers are linked together and talk to each other while you're driving. So when one light goes on, you need to get it checked out because it's very important now. It's not like the cars back then when they had a check engine light. No, déjalo. Ponle un black tape y ponle. Right?
Abre el hood y muele el monito.
Hey, vámonos.
What the hell is the monito, bro? I mean,
monito.
That's like clica mechanic language.
Right. That's a starter relay.
It's a starter relay.
El monito. Hey, mueve el monito, pégale las pinzas del monito.
Why the hell do they call it a monito?
Funny.
Starter relay.
The starter relay is called the monito.
And then they got los empaques.
Los empaques.
Those are the gaskets.
Yeah.
And then las chispas.
Las chispas, las bujías. Las chispas.
Those are the
spark plugs.
Those spark plugs, man. Yeah. We've got ponle algo el carburador.
Al carburetor.
Carburetor. I mean, we have such a language here in the Rio Grande Valley, man. It's very interesting, bro.
And it's funny that the older crowd, like my men that come in there that could be my grandpa, bro. And we start talking. They start talking to me. Yeah. And you know what? The funny part, I understand exactly what they're saying. You know what I'm saying?
Pues eres old school, carnal.
Bro, it's
64, carnal.
Ya, pues ya estamos.
Yo también, yo soy del 66. So,
órale.
Tú ya estabas hardwiring el carro de tu jefe cuando nací. Yo, 2 years old, estabas en Pampers ahí hardwiring el...
Más mirando alambres y la fregada coming out the hood.
Hey, man, what kind of car did you have when you were in high school, man?
Well,
because I saw a picture, like an old school picture of you and Pearl.
Yeah.
And you're like, you got like a muscle car or something, or some type of car.
It was the famous Chevelle. Era una 67 Chevelle.
Oy.
Yeah. Oh, we had fun on that one, no, bro? Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a lot of fun in that car.
Yeah.
We have some stories on that car, right?
What would you all do back in the day, man, when you were like, against nowadays, I mean, would you go to movies or how would
we used to go to we would drive to the island a lot, right? We used to do the island, and we used to go 10th Street. Remember we did cruising around 10th Street?
10th Street, yeah.
They don't do that anymore. Obviously, you'll get you locked up. But back in the day, we would cruise down 10th Street, and we would visit the island almost every other weekend, no? That's what we did, yeah. Yeah.
Man, the 70s.
It was probably the 80s, no?
81?
Yeah, around there.
Yeah, because you were
Yeah.
supposed to graduate in 82, so 79,
79, yeah. I think we were
80.
like 79. We were freshmen.
I wish I had that picture so I could show it all the friends.
Yeah,
out
yeah,
there,
yeah.
man. It's real nostalgic, dude.
Real. You got it, bro? Yeah, I think she has it. Yeah.
Maybe we can put it in front of the camera, and we could check it out so people can see it, man.
Yeah, it was a Chevelle with thrust exhaust. No, hombre, con los baby moons, se llaman los baby moons. No,
Did it have a horn that went ta 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 ta?
No.
Ta 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 ta. You know, they used to have those too back in the day.
That car
man.
got me in trouble. Oh,
Yeah?
Yeah.
And then you bought a Harley too, bro. You got
Then-
a Harley. When did you start riding, bro?
You know what? It's a funny story. I started riding because I used to ride a motorcycle and visit pro when I was a kid. I had an XL 125 my father bought me when I was like 15 years old, 16 years old, you know. The guy shows up with a motorcycle and he leaves it there. And I think it was like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the evening. And my dad used to open the Texaco gas station till 11 or 12 at night for people to, he would open from 6 in the morning to 10, 11 at night. Say, hey, Dad, I'm going to go home. Well, ain't nobody going to go home. If you want to go home, go in that thing, which was a Honda XL 125 motorcycle. And I went, I don't know how to ride that, Dad. He goes, it's the only way you're going to get home, mijo. Or now you have to wait till 10 o'clock till I go home. Well, I learned how to ride a motorcycle because I left on second gear. So back in the day, we used to live on 23rd and 107, La Depot. We were out there in a ranchito. Back it was a ranch. It's not a ranch anymore over
Era
there.
puro monte pa allá, bro.
Eran nomás dos calles. Una calle para allá, una calle. Now it's a whole different ballgame.
Like Nolana back in the day.
Right,
bro. Yeah.
right. So me la llevé en second gear, todo hasta la casa, bro. I learned how to shift gears.
Yeah. Quemabas el motor, carnal, la transmisión.
No, so from there on, we got married. We had kids. Well, I got to take care of my family. So the motorcycle was out of the picture.
Yeah.
Because I had to, ya tenía familia. I had to take care of my family, trabajar. Then when I hit the age of 40 years old, my kids went and bought me a bike.
Wow.
Yeah. And then my kids told me, you know what, Dad? You've been working for us firme, you know what I'm saying?
Sí.
And now it's time for you to start enjoying your life. And you and Mom start riding.
And how many kids you got, bro?
I got four kids, 3 daughters, and my baby boy.
Ages, que son?
My oldest is 35.
Okay.
And my next daughter is about 33. And my other daughter is like 28. And then my son's like 26.
Órale.
Ya están grandes todos. Ya
full
haciendo sus
adults.
familias, haciendo sus.
And none of them decided to follow their dad's footsteps into the mechanic world or anything like that?
No, my oldest daughter spent a lot of time at the shop helping us there at the front counter.
Yeah.
Renting U-Hauls because we rent U-Hauls as well.
Yes,
And,
sir.
we the tickets, stuff like that, just doing the stuff in there. But I told him, you need to go to college, you need to get a better education, than working at a shop,
yeah.
So that's the direction they did. But my other younger kids, I just didn't want them in that environment. You know what I'm saying? I wanted them to go to school, get an education, and work where there's air conditioning, work with your brain, not with your back like I do. I mean, I'm not a guy. I got an awesome job. I got a
your
good
own boss.
business. Yeah, it's awesome, but it's hard work.
Yeah.
You know.
Está caliente,
Está
bro.
caliente. We're outside all day long, so cala. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Pero
dude.
pues we love what we do. Pues dale gas. Let's
Dad's
go.
still out there, bro. How old is your dad?
My dad is 87 years old, brother.
Are you the oldest in your family?
I'm the oldest in my family.
And you have brothers and sisters?
No, I only have. I got brothers. I only got 2 younger brothers. So it's a total of 3 of us.
Órale.
My brother right next to me was about a year and a half old or younger than me. He lives in Laredo. He's a border patrol. His mom was gonna retire already. And then my younger brother, he lives in San Juan, I believe, and he works for an insurance company, what I understand. And pues, everybody's rolling. I'm the only one that stayed there at the shop and pushing the shop. And they got the education and went another way.
Yeah.
Y yo me quedé ahí en el shop con Dad.
Yeah. Wow, that's
Yep,
awesome,
yep,
bro.
yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank one of our sponsors, Rhodey's Country Fried Chicken, ladies and gentlemen. No me cate la boca chera. Have you ever been to Eagle Pass, dude?
No, I don't ever believe, no.
If
No,
you
no.
ever ride out there to Eagle Pass or you go out to the casino there, man, you got to stop, check out Rhodey's Country Fried Chicken, the best fried chicken in Texas.
Wow.
Texas born, Texas raised, 35 years of service to their community. So just like Joe's Master Service, To be around that long means you're doing something right.
Right.
The best gizzards, the best tenders, the best chicken in Texas. Visit them at 1910 El Indio Highway, Eagle Pass, Texas, or call them at 830-773-9189. They've got curb service. They can help you out. You can order to go. They've got some delicious golden fried chicken, man. And they have that DoorDash as well. So if you order it from your house, they could take it to your house and you can have your food there too. So
wow.
Shout out to Rick. And we're going to be in Eagle Pass at the end of this month. And they're going to have a wrestling event. And we're going to give you more details about that next week. But hashtag PBT, we can go on the road and do shows live on the road.
Cool.
So we're going to be in Eagle Pass. It'll be the first time that we're ever as a program in Eagle Pass. I'm going to get a hold of Gary Hobbs and try to get an interview with him now that we're over there. Maybe talk to the Garcia brothers, and then we're going to do the wrestling event on Sunday. So it's the last weekend of August. So get ready, Eagle Pass, Texas, because hashtag PBT is going to go live from El Aguilón.
El Aguilón.
So thank you to Rody's Country Fried Chicken. And we've got Joe from Joe's Master Service. He's just jumped on board. We appreciate your support, bro.
Thank you, brother. I really appreciate you inviting me. I really,
When we moved to Edinburgh, you were the first person I was thinking of, and I had to go visit you because now I'm living close to you. I used to live across town in McAllen over there, but y'all, if you ever come down to the Rio Grande Valley, or if you're in the far San Juan, Alamo, Edinburgh, and then north of Edinburgh, you've got some small towns as well. And even at Couchelsa, if you want to come down to Joe's Master Service, he'll take care of you. Besides, doing, oil changes and tire rotations, you can hook them up with tires too, right?
Right. Yeah, we can. We got a large selection. You could, if you're looking for a set of tires or for your vehicle, you can visit my website. I got an awesome website, and you can put your information on your vehicle, and it'll tell you the exact size tire that belongs on your vehicle, and a price, and it'll send me an email, and we can set it up and make an appointment and get you in and out.
And the website's really is Joesmaster.
Joesmaster.com. Fácil.
Joesmaster.com. If you've got a computer or your phone, go on it and check it out, and they'll be able to hook it up for you.
Mobile friendly, so let's roll.
What is it that what doesn't Joe's Master do? Just so in case people have something that they think they might need, and do you do air conditioning as well?
Well, when it comes to the automotive, we do the mechanical part, air conditioning, the diagnostic I was saying, tire rotations, brakes, alignment, suspension repair. I get a lot of calls for body work. Well, I don't do body work. That's that would be for another shop.
No más en Pearl, Dad. No más en Pearl. Vino Pearl con la
Look
shoulder.
Look at the smile. Look at the smile.
Llegó con la shoulder surgery. Ya le pusiste muchas millas, carnal. Asústame, Joe.
Asústame one time.
No. But when you went, ladies and gentlemen, this guy, he rode his Harley all the way to Canada from here.
What?
Yeah.
And that Pearl, of course, Pearl, and she went behind because she rides her own bike too.
Rides her own
Y'all
Harley.
didn't haul it in a trailer?
No.
They call that having an iron ass.
Yeah.
They're called iron ass rides. Wow. And the thing about it, talk to me a little bit about that. How did that start, or how did that begin?
I want to know what she packed, because I would have packed like 3 bags of stuff.
Yo llevé mi ruca pa' Austin, carnal. Tenía un montón de zapatos y la chinga. Iba la bike como Willy todo pa' Austin, carnal. Hombre, bro. I mean, so what was the whole beginning of that trip to Canada, dude? How did you take it? Where did you
check it out, man? It's a customer, all right, that became a real good friend of mine. And he was one of my customers in Harlingen, at the Harlingen shop, yeah. And he was an RN. He was a Canadian. Yeah, now he's a Texan. He became a United States citizen, but all his family's in Canada. So we were riding. I think we rode to Austin or Corpus. He goes, "Hey man, let's ride to Corpus. To visit my mom and my dad in Canada." And I looked at him like, "What?"
Oh my God.
I looked at him, what? And I looked at Pearl, and Pearl said, "Mon, let's go. I said, "No, dices dos, tres." She was in the back. Yeah, apúrate, súbete, let's go. And I looked at her, and she goes, another woman or something like that there was saying, no, hombre, we're not going to go. We're too scared. We're going to have an accident. Pero no. Let's go. Let's roll, right? So, no le tiene miedo. So let's, okay, and I had to think real hard, because, dude.
Because you need a hard ass,
dude.
To be able to...
So, no, pues dice el guy, we're going to leave this day. And then I talked to you, I think, the week before we left. We did some promotions together and stuff like that, right? And we took off, dude. And he lives in near Austin, Kyle. So,
oh, yeah, that's a nice little town.
Yeah, so we drove on Saturday after work. I think I was closing the shop at 3 then. We drove to Kyle and stayed there overnight at his place. And then we got up early, 3 in the morning, and we took off at 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
Y ponle, brother. Ponle pa Canada.
Oh, yeah. ¿Y en qué andabas? What kind of bike did you take?
For that, I bought a 2015 brand new bike, Road Glide Special.
Órale.
Era like touring bike.
Harley Davidson?
Harley Davidson, brother. And man, that bike, bro, those cruisers, those touring bikes, they're made for that, bro.
Yeah, tan con madre, bro.
Bro.
So and you put a nice soft seat because you can change the seat on depending on where
what you're doing.
And how soft your ass is.
Yeah,
too,
yeah. I think we have to stop at the Kmart and buy some pillows, no? Yeah. That seat didn't last too long.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, yeah, bro. So when you got to Kyle, what route did you take to get to? Was the Canada, the town you went to, was it above New York, above?
No, it was above.
What was the name of it?
Michigan.
It was Toronto. We went to Toronto, Canada. So it's right above Michigan.
Michigan, around that area?
Right Michigan, it was...
South Dakota, North Dakota?
Detroit, Michigan is the bridge where we went over to Canada.
Okay.
So we went from
the
Kyle, we
Texas.
went to Memphis, Tennessee.
Okay.
We went to Memphis, Tennessee.
Did you stop there for a little while?
We stopped to look at Elvis real quick.
Yeah,
Respecto con el rey, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
We stopped there and we took some pictures there and we stopped at a restaurant and ate that made custom food to the food that Elvis ate back in the day. So that banana peanut butter sandwich, the famous one. Hey, bro, that's a good sandwich, brother. That's a good sandwich, you know. Yep. And then from there on, we took off. We stayed the night there in Memphis.
Okay.
So we took off from Kyle at 4 in the morning. At 6 in the afternoon, that same day, we were in Memphis eating.
And what before we get any further, what month was this or what?
We went on the summertime because it was going to be.
Okay, so estaba caliente.
Estaba caliente. Texas estaba caliente.
So salieron de Memphis y de ahí para
para arriba, straight up, brother.
And what towns were you going?
Indianapolis,
Indiana.
I mean, straight up. I don't even recall but we rode in a lot of rain.
I was telling my wife that, because there was a front coming in, or I don't know what it was. Usually you see that with front where you see like a line of thunderstorms from the bottom of Texas all the way to the top of the United States. And when I was watching the weather, I was thinking, I wonder if we get caught in the rain.
We got caught up in the rain. Y dale, bro.
Yeah.
Dale, we'll keep on rolling. And the way they make the streets out there, they got a real high road crown. So the water doesn't stay on the road.
Órale.
I mean, está mojado, ¿verdad? Pero there's no puddles, no nothing. The water just runs off the road and dale. Yeah. We stopped got some coffee at a McDonald's, dude, and pues you know how cold those buildings are. And we mojado, todo mojado, y te metiste para el nombre. So let's just jump back on the bike y vámonos.
Hey.
Yeah, so we llegamos in Detroit, Michigan at midnight. After we left at 9 o'clock in the morning, we left Memphis. At midnight, we're jumping the bridge and ven mojados, vato. Ven wet back to Tito, bro.
Wow.
Jumping the bridge in Detroit, Michigan.
Sí.
Pa Canada. And then from Canada, then we drove another 2 hours and found a Days Inn. And then the trip started. It was awesome.
Real quick, we have one of our fans, Raymond Rose. He says it's called the Ambassador Bridge from Detroit to Windsor.
Right.
Yes?
Right.
Cool.
Long. It's a real long bridge. But we got there at midnight. So you know how our bikes have the GPS?
Sí.
Pues no se mira nomás pura agua y el bridge.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Dude,
it was beautiful, dude.
That,
it was
man.
beautiful.
Which state had the worst roads, man?
I'm going to be honest. Texas has probably the worst ones than every other state.
See?
Because we did nothing but interstate.
Yeah.
So they got a beautiful interstates when you get up there, dude.
Yeah. So you didn't take the back roads there.
No, era puro
No country roads, no.
Nada.
No, you just
When
had
we
to
got
get-
to Canada, we did the country road thing
Yeah.
because on his area where we used to live, and venían para allá, venían para acá.
If you do the scenic route, te va a salir un mes, carnal.
Yeah,
¿verdad?
you're gonna take some
And you
time.
had 2 weeks to get up there and come back, right?
You may want to think buying a Euro bike if you're going to do that. And I don't think it's going to be good doing it on a Harley Davidson. Well, you know what? Harley Davidson made a Euro bike, haven't they?
I think so.
I think they did, yeah.
They're
Well,
trying to do a whole bunch of styles.
they're moving
you know?
around.
Yeah, and but I've been one of my dream rides is what I wanted to do was fly up to like Massachusetts
Mm-hmm.
and just ride those 4 little states: Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine, and maybe jump over to Nova Scotia. And so I was always saying I wanted to do it. I had a couple of friends, Frank Vasquez Jr., un saludito para Frank. Y we got to see how they took their wives. They went up there and they did that.
Wow.
And they were telling me that the roads were real ugly over there.
The interstate we went through, bro, it was in Mojave, brother, and it was still good riding.
Yeah.
I mean, we were rolling on the road, but it was fun, brother. On the way back, we stayed 2 weeks out there with his family. Yeah, man, those people treat us like we were brother and
¿Y
sister,
qué
bro.
estaban? ¿Se hicieron home cooking allá?
Ay,
o qué?
bro,
What
bien
did you all
diferente la
eat?
comida.
Yeah, what did y'all eat?
Era muy diferente la comida.
Como que pues no había arroz y frijoles ni nada.
You know what?
Pero-
They had their style of arroz y frijoles, pero era muy diferente y la papa.
Ajá.
You know, y las tortillas, they were like
tenía tortillas.
era una tortilla redonda, pero it was like como
Pan de campo.
como pan. Yeah.
Órale.
Yeah, y así era la tortilla, bro.
Sí.
Pero como pan.
Pan de campo.
Yeah. The food was familiarized with Mexican food, bro. You can el chorizo.
And your camarada, what's his ethnicity? Is he
He's a Canadian.
He's a Canadian.
yeah, pero like there's French Canadians.
Oh, okay.
There's also different ethnicities. up
Sí,
there.
no tengo ni idea. I know he's a
So-
smart butt.
So
but
they're
insider.
just Canadian.
He's Canadian, and he lives around that Toronto area.
Órale.
Around that area, en un rancho, beautiful place, beautiful, brother. Hermosos los lugares allá.
Montañas y la
Yeah,
chingada.
beautiful, man. And there's a lot of because over there they have more, ¿cómo te puedo decir? Out cuando hacen las cosas en el frío con los jets, con los snowmobiles.
Yeah,
these,
yeah,
You know,
outdoor
yeah,
activities
there's
and
more.
shit.
The outdoor activities is more set up for the winter than the summer.
Yeah.
So you go to rivers and you see the bridges they're made bridges for the snowmobiles.
Yeah.
Y todo, cuando brincan un diche o un canal or
Yeah.
un small river, I went, why is that bridge so small? Well, but they're made for the más para el snowmobile.
Man,
Yeah.
It's a whole
It's
different
crazy.
world, man.
You would go to those farms and everybody had snowmobiles, Instead of motorcycles or bicycles, they had snowmobiles, all 3 or 4 of them
Yeah.
right there. I went like, wow, qué diferencia el mundo.
See,
Yeah.
bro.
Mhm.
Yeah. And I sometimes I freak out because I like watching on YouTube. There's this show of guys that just are living in the wilderness, and and it's snow and it's and they don't talk, bro. They're just showing you what they're doing. It's really interesting, man.
Crazy.
But they do a lot of outdoor activities allá in that area. But Toronto, how big is Toronto? Está como Austin.
Toronto
¿o qué
como
es?
Austin, bro.
Sí.
Yeah. And it's weird because you see a lot of different ethnics of people, Chinese, Germans, you know. Arabs, bro. I freaked because aquí no miramos así, bro. I saw Arabs driving an 18-wheeler and I went like, oh, you don't see that going over there, bro.
With that turban.
See?
There's there's sheiks or something
Yeah.
like that. I forgot. Yeah, man. They're
Yeah,
in
it
that
was
business
like,
too.
wow. Yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
It was
dude.
interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah. And so it took you how long to get up there, man?
Well, it took us 2 days.
2 days?
2 days. But we rode hard.
Yeah.
You know, we chale gas a la bike y ponle.
Así soy yo, bro. Cuando
Yeah.
llevé a Rally, one time we went to Austin and she was like, and it got cold, man. It was like on my birthday. And I said, let's go to Austin and just chill out and, hang out. And so we went on the bike. And when we got to Orange Grove, a cold front came in, bro. The weather was great till we got there, bro. Se puso frío, carnal. Y en Kennedy me paré, because we take the back roads. In Kennedy me paré en una, you know how in the corner there's like blankets and shit.
They sell blankets.
And
yeah.
rugs.
Y
you know?
órale.
So I bought my wife a blanket. Y iba toda wrapped in it because we didn't, we had taken some jackets, but not prepared.
Not
you know?
prepared, yeah.
And so we rode to Austin. And then one time we rode to Galveston, and it was at night. We left at 7 at night, and it was like 30 degrees.
Ooh, that was a fun
En
one.
las bikes, bro.
Yeah.
That was a
Llegamos allá
fun
a las
one.
2 de la mañana, bro.
Wow.
And we were going to my compadre Raul Sauceda's house in Texas City. And so we get to Sam Houston Tollway in Houston, and we're taking it to Texas City. And because we didn't take the back roads because we weren't too aware of, the back roads is there. So we went puro interstate. And then we stopped at the Telephone Road at a store. And I get off and I call hey, Raul. And my wife was like just like this. We were like
frozen.
mummies.
She wasn't comfortable at all.
At all, no.
We were like mummies, carnal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so estoy hablando con Simón, Raúl, aquí estoy en la Telephone Road, en la tienda. Digo, ya mero llegas, Fred, because we call each other Fred. He goes, otros 40 minutes. Y le hago, otros 40 minutes, and my wife's looking out the window.
I was crying. I was already like, you said that we were going to get there
Yeah,
10 minutes ago and 10 minutes
así,
ago.
así me la llevo, bro.
No.
How much longer? 10 more
10 more
minutes.
minutes.
About 15 minutes. About 15 minutes. Hombre, it turns into 2-3 hours, right?
I know.
And so then we went to go, we went to Rot in
Oh, Rod
Austin.
Raleigh? Yeah, that's awesome.
And dude, it was June, and it was like 100
Oh,
degrees.
bro.
Kinda. And we take the back roads, and we ended up in some area north, around the Corpus Christi. Me perdí, carnal.
Uh-oh.
And if there's anything, if you're going to get lost in a
On a
Harley
bike.
Davidson.
That's
yeah.
right. That's
You know,
right.
or on a motorcycle. So we end up going through these back roads, and she goes, "Do you know where you're going?" Yeah. You know.
I'm getting lost through
Pura
it.
pinche mentira, carnal.
Big time.
Pura pinche mentira.
Yo me perdía con el GPS.
Ya. le puse el GPS y me dice la Siri, "You're fucking lost." Chingao, vato. So we ended up, and I see, like, in the distance, I see people, like, with horses. Y que la chingada,
madre.
man. What the hell? As I got closer, it was those Amish people,
Oh,
bro.
dale.
And they were like tilling a field with like a horse, and the
Wow.
dude was standing on the thing, and he was like
Órale, órale.
old school, dude. It's like we
Wow.
had walked into a time capsule or into a
Crazy.
time warp.
Wow.
And I was like, it was just trippy to see
Yeah,
that shit,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, it was.
Interesting ride, huh?
Yeah.
Interesting ride, yeah.
So that's what getting lost is all about. So I wish she'd have gotten off and just seen them for a while. I don't even know why we didn't get, phone,
Yeah.
because we were lost, like, well, chinga, I need to get us out of here before she starts getting paranoid. Este vato nos tiene bien perdido de la madre. So then llegamos a Lockhart y dije, vamos a aventarnos una
Barbecue.
Un barbecue.
¿entiendes?
Yeah.
Y mi ruca ya le estaba pegando dehydration ahí,
Yeah,
carnal.
I almost had a heat stroke. It was
Yeah.
so
And-
bad.
Yeah.
And she goes, I would rather ride in 30-degree weather
Oh,
than
sí.
100-degree
Then
weather.
the heat.
You
Yep.
know?
You know,
So-
Pro had that time one time, right? You had a detect one time in the summertime? Yeah.
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 You got to stay hydrated.
You got to
man,
stay hydrated.
when you're on those bikes, man. And you got to wear a helmet in that hot sun because your brain is frying, dude, in
La
the sun.
cunuca is cooking,
Yeah,
brother.
and you can look cool riding around bar hopping, pero when you go on a long road trip,
You
gotta take a helmet.
better cover up.
Uh-huh.
Get a long sleeve on there and wear your full face and just roll.
So when you went to Canada, how many jeans did you take, man? How many underwears did you take, bro?
We did our research. We were researching the carrying, and I think we carried like 3 jeans y unos cuantos chones. I don't think I even took socks.
No?
Only the ones that I was wearing.
Yeah.
And then at the motels, we would stop at the motels y tenían laundry, so Pro se lavaba toda la ropa de volada. And the next morning we had fresh,
Clean
Clothes.
clean clothes y
yeah.
ponle.
Yeah.
Yep, and that's how we did it.
Yeah.
Cuando venimos para atrás, we were overloaded, porque pues para comprar para mi hija,
Souvenirs,
para mi hija,
yeah.
para esto, no, hombre, vinieron bien cargados, la pobre Harley venía bien cargada, brother.
Pues, bro.
Yep.
No, hombre, deja tú, dicen que, hey, Rock, si le vas a poner a un trip, llévate todos los calzoncillos bujerados,
Ya.
y la chingada, ¿entiendes? They say, just take old underwears, and I go, why old underwears? Para que los tires, güey, después de que
Y ve,
los
compra.
usas.
Yeah.
Yeah, and buy a new pair if you want, but by the time you get home, you throw the last one anyway, right? You know, and then they also say, the jeans to roll them up real tight, and you can make a lot of extra
yeah.
space. So there is a method to be able to,
There's a system.
yeah.
You set up a system and you can go real comfortable.
Yeah.
But, when you get to the hotel, va a ser mucho trabajo a lavar todo, set everything up, get everything.
Y de ahí hay unos chavos que tienen unas trailitas para las motorcycles. Vende aquellas, bro. Yeah, man.
We saw a lot of people on the bikes out there. Yeah.
Dude, I tell you, I haven't taken a ride in a while, man, and I've been really itching to do it. Just to ride out, and we've done the hill country. We've done. My brother was at Big Bend National Park, and he said, "Dude, you'd want to ride that place, bro. It's freaking awesome over there." And there's these videos on YouTube de un vato pone una cámara en el carro. He's driving through Big Bend, and it's like, damn, bro.
Wow.
So watch out, madre, man. One of these days, man, we'll go out there.
Yeah, it would be nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got Joe's. Joe got to see. We'll call him Brotherhood. That's everybody knows him as Brotherhood. Joe's Master Service here is in Edinburgh. You'll be hearing his name here on our show because he's part of #PVT.
All right.
And we want to thank also Eddie Ruiz Coronado, man. It's important to have ourselves and our loved ones protected from the unexpected and to learn how to have and build cash value for ourselves and our children when they need it the most. Eddie Ruiz Coronado at FFA Financial wants to give you the most affordable and best life and health insurance coverage with living benefits and cash value. You contact them. This is number 956-598-3487. That's 956-598-3487 for all your financial needs. And set your free illustration today. Offices in McAllen and Westaco. So levante el teléfono. Háblale Eddie Ruiz Coronado right now. It's very important to be insured because anything happens, you go into a hospital or you go into any type of doctor, you need to, be insured and also, save that money and do all kinds of good things with it. Eddie can also provide for those that are into their children academic for college. They'll help you have a children academic future account. So they call you want to kick back and have a tax-free retirement account as well for your future. Eddie can help you. Talk to him, 956-598-3487. Órale, Eddie, muchas gracias, Dad. We appreciate you, and thank you so much. So, Joe, man,
yes, sir.
When's the next big ride for you, bro? ¿Qué onda?
Well, we were planning a ride to Vegas, California, and then go up there. I believe it's
Oregon?
Up to Oregon, and then jump Canada and spend some time in Canada and then come down through Utah and come back to the valley. Probably another 2 weeks, but Corona hit, so it threw everything out the door. Yeah. So we're just waiting for this, this situation we're all dealing with to hopefully disappear. And once it does, and then we're gonna.
Well, is it ever gonna disappear, bro?
I don't know, brother.
I mean, last year they were saying we're gonna flatten the curve. We're gonna flatten the curve. Now they got all these the Delta variants and all that. There's something different all over the world. It's coming in through our southern border, man. I mean, there's a lot of people coming in.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's crazy.
The current president, I feel he's kind of has it out of control, bro, and it's pretty sad. But
you know what? I'm not happy with that situation. I'm not a political person at all. I try to keep my views to myself because I'm a business guy.
Yeah.
I kind of, how things can get real sticky real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
and you know what, man? I mean, it affects businesses
and
mom and pops the most because you guys. Your livelihood is, the community.
The community.
And you got these other corporations that are your competition. I mean, they've got, something to fall back on and stuff like that. But I hope this kind of like, man, we need to.
It needs to come to stop.
Yeah, bro.
Yep.
And so it'll be an interesting next couple of months, man.
If we decide to do that ride, the plans is for her to ride her bike,
okay,
and her ride her bike, and I ride my bike, and we do that trip,
together
with separate bikes, and that's what I would want her to do.
When you went to Canada, did you have any bike problems or issues or something that you?
You know what? Let me tell you, I had a brand new bike. I think the bike had maybe 5,000 miles on it when I took it, and in Canada, I started having a shifter problem. Okay. I had to go in my hand and start shifting gears.
Oh shit!
Right, dude. So, we found on the GPS you can find a Harley Davidson dealer real quick. They're everywhere, right? So we rolled up to a Harley Davidson dealership in Canada, and I told the guy, "Hey, I'm a traveler. I'm having problems with my bike, and I need help." Dude, he pulled all the jobs. He stopped them, put my bike in there, repaired it within an hour, and had me on the road. And they didn't charge me nothing because it was under warranty and stuff like that.
La acabas de comprar.
Yeah, but it was a shifter. I think they were having a problem with the shifter or something. I don't know.
Hey.
Or maybe I shifted it too hard. And, you know, you
Well,
get,
well,
you know, the drilling when you're riding a bike. Le metes el cambio, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I said, que se cayó, no está metiendo con las manos en el cambio.
Damn, bro.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I was amazed at the camaraderie of the Brotherhoods with the Harley Davidson, bro. Me la metieron. An hour later, we're heading out, dude.
Yeah.
And they probably took another bike apart, a new bike apart, to put mine together because I don't think they would have those parts available. But they got my bike in and out right away because I was a traveler.
And that was in
Wow.
Canada?
In Canada, brother.
Órale.
Yeah. So I was like, well, this is the reason I bought a new bike to do this kind of trips because
Sí.
I had a Goldwing before. I said, you know, I know Goldwing's a beautiful bike. It's an awesome bike.
That's
but,
a winter Texan
That's
bike.
a winter Texan bike. But it was a, let me tell you, it was a fast bike. But anyways,
Se guachan con madre.
yeah.
They look real spacey, bro. You know, those winter Texan
You know
bikes.
what? I rode that. Me and Pro rode our Goldwing to Sturgis and back, and then I got back a week later about the Road Glide.
Damn.
Yep.
700,000 people at Sturgis this year, bro.
Wow.
700,000.
700,000.
Whoa.
Wow.
Kid Rock headlined the show, and he took a picture with the crowd, bro. Wow, bro.
Crazy.
And we have a friend, Mexi Phil. You should follow his YouTube channel.
Okay.
Mexi, Mexifil. Es un camarada de ahí de Corpus, and he's a vendor. He does bandanas.
Órale.
So, ese vato se la pasa en todos los rallies, you know. He's like at every rally. So, he decided to start a YouTube channel.
And
And he
documents.
goes live and documents the, you know, what's going on, the event.
Wow.
And, well, that's how I was watching Sturgis, bro. He was like, the stage, and the Buffalo Chip, the stage is, you know, where it's at. And then, you know, it's like a quarter of a mile, all the vendors, you know, but they're like, because se llena de gente,
Right.
hasta los vendors, bro.
Wow.
He was like, from his vendor, he was showing the stage, and there were people from the stage way the hell over there, all the way to the vendor, dude.
Wow.
Yeah, so Sturgis was huge, bro. this
Wow.
year.
Wow, man. It's have you ever done?
No, bro.
You have to do it, man. Riding the black hills of North Dakota, bro.
Yeah.
Man,
It's
what
que
God's
we're always
world, bro.
working, man.
Yeah,
When you
yeah.
when you win, somebody was taking care of your
No.
shop. Your brother.
I shut it down.
You shut it down.
I shut it completely down. I told the guys, I'll see you on this date. Bye. You will take your vacations. I paid everybody vacations. Y
Wow,
vayas en
that's
todas las
awesome.
vacaciones. Everybody enjoy. I don't want to hear, okay, when something's not happening at the shop, it's not happening at the shop. I don't want to hear none of that. I want to enjoy the vacation.
Yeah.
And we took was it 14 days, 2 weeks? Yeah, it was a good ride. But when I came back, venía con el Harley Davidson fever, bro. So I traded in the Goldwing. Nothing wrong with that bike. A good bike, strong bike.
Yeah.
But I said, you know what? I'm gonna get me a Harley Davidson.
Pues es que es todo lo que viste
Todo
allá,
lo que miras
Sturgis.
allá, brother.
Hey.
You know, so I bought the Harley and we put it to the test, and that's when we went to Canada.
Don't lie, te estaban echando mosca los Harley Riders allá porque tenías una Gold Wing, I don't know.
No, I think I looked
Pearl
too mean.
saying que sí, bro. Pearl saying que sí, bro.
Yeah, they no era brotherhood, era grandpa.
Hey, Grandpa.
Hey, grandpa.
¿Qué dijiste?
Shut up.
As soon as I get back,
Yeah,
I'm
we'll
trading
see.
this thing in.
We'll see about that when I get back to my hometown.
Ladies and gentlemen, Joe Garcia, Brotherhood, Joe's Master Service, Edinburgh, Texas. Thank you for supporting the show, Joe.
Thank you, brother.
And, you know, you've always been there for us, for Whiskey D and my band and all that, and we're always going to be there for you as well, man.
appreciate that,
we appreciate
brother.
you. And this ain't going to be the last time you're going to be on the show, bro. You're going to be coming in, and we're going to be talking about what's
Awesome.
going on.
Awesome.
And, you
Let's
know
do
what
it.
I mean?
Yes,
You'll
sir.
be coming over once,
Rock.
every once in a while.
Thank you, brother, from the bottom of my heart and my family's heart. Thank you so much. I
Hey,
really
this
appreciate
was a
it.
great
Gracias.
interview,
Muchas
bro.
gracias, brother.
Hey, está toda madre, carnal.
Yes,
Muchas
sir.
gracias. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, tonight's show was brought to you by Dr. T's Primary Care for Men. What are you waiting for? You want your quality of life. Once you pass 40, 35, your testosterone levels start depleting, start declining. You need to get on that testosterone, and it'll help you, man. And you'll be able to ride like Joe all the way to Canada, baby.
Let's go,
That's right.
let's go.
And now they've also, you know, are for women as well. It's Dr. T's Primary Care now for men and women. So go by, give them a call, 956-441-2188. Make an appointment, Dr. T's Primary Care. Also,
I highly recommend the IV vitamin infusion for the women. It's a bag of vitamins that we all need, and it just makes you feel great.
it's
And
an IV, man. It's awesome,
It's
bro.
amazing. It's
It
amazing.
it goes right into your vein, dude. And
Wow.
it's like, it's all the vitamins you need to boost your immune system. It's amazing, dude. And it's helped us stay healthy.
Cool.
And stay, you know.
I need to
stay
get
in
their
good
number. As soon as we finish, let me have his number, so maybe we'll give him a call.
shape. No me estás a querer ir para Oregon y
Órale,
Washington de
vámonos.
volada, carnal, cállate la boca. It's like, once you go to Dr. T's, it's like going from a Goldwing to a Harley, bro.
Hey. Cállate, shut up.
Yeah, se te sube el testosterone. Like, tell me, bro, you felt different when you got on the Harley after being on the Goldwing,
brother,
no?
we had some testosterone going there, brother. Yes,
boy.
sir.
All right. Also, Rene A. Flores, the law office of Rene Flores. That's the DWI expert. You got any trouble with the law, man, with DWIs? As soon as you land in jail, you need to give them a call, man. That should be the first call. Call the number that's on your screen, and they will, respond to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. There is no day that Rene Flores will not answer your call and represent you and help you get you out of jail. And, of course, take care of that DWI that you've been dealing with. And he's helped a lot of friends of mine. They give him a call because they've heard us talk about him. And they've all been happy with the results, man. And they even he can even get your record expunged.
Really?
Your DWI, which takes it out, because people don't understand, when you get a DWI, and even if it's dismissed, it still stays on your record. But you can get it off of your record, even though it was dismissed or you were innocent or whatever. You know what I mean? Because that does happen as well. So give him a call, hashtag DWI expert on social media. Hit that hashtag, and you'll see all his stuff, man. It's really awesome. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Tomorrow night, Thursday night, we're going to have Marisela Hernandez. She is a female Tejano artist, and she's going to be heading out to Las Vegas. And we're trying to put some money together to help them out to make the trip out there. Her husband, Johnny, is a very good friend of mine. We donated on behalf of hashtag PVT some money as well. Give them $100 for the cause. So maybe tomorrow we can pick up a couple of donations for them on our Cash App, so you all can help them out, because Raza, I know you all, like to help Raza as well too, and like to help other people. But thank you so much for joining us here, ladies and gentlemen, once again from inside the beautiful Society 204 Professional Co-working Community Office Building in Edinburgh, Texas. That is the new home, the new building for the hashtag PVT Studios. Asústame one time. You all have a good evening. Nos vemos mañana. All right. Órale. And don't forget, like, subscribe, and share. Órale. Asústame one time.